Yo, welcome back. I have the Adidas Fear of God 2 basketball, or the Fear of God Basketball 2 Adidas Athletic, or is it Fear of God Athletics Basketball 2? It doesn't matter. Either which way, I've got these new kicks by Fear of God Athletics in collaboration with Adidas. Let's go. Yes, welcome back, people. If you don't know already, my name's Patrick T. I do reviews on all kind of kicks and trainers, and basically my goal is to try and help you decide whether or not to cop or drop. So without further ado, let's get into what is the second styling with the collaboration with Fear of God under the Athletics brand with Adidas. Now, you may recall there was a big hype with the first ever Fear of God Athletic Basketball Adidas collaboration, and what shocked a lot of people, even though the design looked great and everyone's up for it, me personally, I was so hyped for this kick. But when they dropped the price, I had to step back. I'll be honest with you. £220. It made me think, whoa. Now, I understand there are Nike kicks out there like Jordan 4s that are going for £190. So you're only talking £30 more. But you're buying those kicks mainly on nostalgia. You know what they're going to be like. This is a brand new kick. You don't know if it's going to be comfortable. You don't know if it's going to look any good, or when you get in the hand, even though the pictures look great, it was just a bit too much than I was willing to pay at that time. So unfortunately, I missed out on them, even on the restocks. Now you can get some of them on sale in different colorways. I still haven't got them, but I've spoken to a lot of people who have, and we'll get into the comfort of things in terms of the two kicks, but let's just say I'm still on the fence whether or not I would still want to try and get some. I know the price has come down on them a lot, even on resale, but that's those ones. We're now here with the Fear of God Basketball 2. Let's get into it. First off, you have the Fear of God box, which is in a cream type color or cardboard type color. You've got the 3 stripes on the top there, and on each side of the box you've got Adidas. Underneath that it says Fear of God. The labeling says Athletics 2 Basketball. It has all the sizing on there, US and UK sizing. It says M brown, M brown, M brown. Now the N stands for night, so this is a night brown kick. Inside the box, you get this same coloured tissue paper with the Adidas and Fear of God branding all over it. And inside the box, both kicks are covered in their own tissue paper, which is a nice touch. Once you've unravelled all the tissue paper, you are presented with a very brown shoe. I'll be honest with you. It says night brown. I thought it was going to be a darker brown, almost kind of black, but it's not. It is a chocolate brown, if I'm honest with you, which is a bit surprising because I thought they were a darker colour. So I'm not mad at it, but the pictures don't seem to show that as much as it is, Even on the confirmed website, you see they're brown, but I just assume there'll be a dark brown because it says night brown. So there you go. Now, straight away, you can see this is a completely different design from the original basketball by Fear of God Athletics. They still got the 3 striping, as you can see there, in a different kind of way, but it is a complete new design. Now, Jerry Alonso actually quoted when releasing these shoes that, "I'm humbled to release the Fear of God Athletics 2 Basketball by Adidas Basketball. In my opinion, this is Fear of God's first true athletic shoe, designed with performance and function as the #1 priority and delivering on shape and aesthetics. This is truly a promise realized." This is basically saying that this is a performance shoe over style. Adidas themselves say that this is an elevation of the athletics pillars endeavor to create harmony between performance and Fear of God's elevated sense of design. The Basketball 2 marks the first performance basketball shoe from the house. I'm going to do what I don't normally do, and I'm going to go into the pricing of this now, because there's a complete difference between the basketball 1s and basketball 2s, or 1 basketball or 2 basketball, however you want to say this kick is. These retail for £160. Mad, isn't it? That's £70 cheaper than the first ones. Now, it makes no sense to me because I know that in design, you're obviously going for the aesthetics of a shoe and the creativity of the designer. Hence why designer shoes sometimes are more expensive. But if you're going for a performance shoe, there's whole different ball game in looking at this. You're talking about technology to make sure that this shoe can perform and give the athlete everything he needs to perform at his best. Comfortability, responsiveness, traction on the floor, things like that. The locking of the heel to make sure he can pivot and swivel his ankles where and how he needs to. So that's a whole different ball game. And, you're talking about the midsole to the materials to how they fit on feet. Again, that's a whole different design for the comfortability or the enhancement of that athlete. But yet they've still managed to drop this by a lot of money. Now, I'll promise you now, if they released the basketball 1 at £106, I would have been on it. I'm telling you now, they would have been sold out immediately. I know they were, but I remember going on Confirmed app and I could still try and get them a good hour or so after. But other than that, we've done the pricing. Let's just get into the kick. First thing we normally do on this channel is look at the sole of the shoe. Now, as you can see, this sole is lovely. I don't care. It's like they've dropped a pebble into the middle of the ocean and the ripples have come out. You can definitely tell this is a performance kick because it's ready to grip the court. It's that rubbery feeling. You get that kind of sticky rubber under your fingers. It's there for performance. But I do think they missed a trick here because they've got that strip of brown going through, which is so symbolic to Fear of God Essentials, but they haven't put Fear of God in there. It's just a strip. There's no branding in it. Now, I'm telling you, if this is a performance shoe and I dunk on someone and I've rolled over them and they're looking up at me, I want them to see what I was wearing. Just understand you've been hit by Fear of God or Adidas. Put the branding in there. Nike would have done it. You know what I mean? That'd easily been a Jordan sign under there. So if I come down on your head, Jordan hitting you on your face. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. The midsole itself is a translucent rubber midsole. You can see the inners of the foam or the cushioning within the shoe, which is quite funny because as you travel around the shoe, at the top you've got an Adidas branding there. Again, I feel like they've missed the thing. That's nice to have it there. But as you can see on the inside of the shoe, you can now see the inside. This is almost like the air bubble to the Air Maxes and things like that. Adidas called this the light stripe midsole. Now, I'll get into comfort, but this is on par or slightly underneath the Ultra Boost, which I think is one of Adidas' most comfortable cushioning systems they've made. Don't know if that would work for basketball. So this is probably why this is what they use. Maybe this is all in other Adidas basketball kicks. I don't know because I don't really buy that much of them. If we turn to the upper of the kick, we have a suede upper, which Adidas call a monofilament stripe. Now, you can see the 3 lines of Adidas going through here, and that mesh or monofilament stripe is a breathable panel to let air in and out while you've got this kick on. I don't know if it's translucent. I can't really see if you can see in and out of it, but it's clearly breathable for air to come in and so your feet don't get hot. As you can see, you've got the 3 straps on the outside. On the inside, you've just got what I would call the designer style of the kick. You've just got that big monofilament stripe panel there with no other stripes on it. It's just a big inlet to let air to your feet. Now, this is what's great about this kick. This shoe gives you a kind of aerodynamic feel to it. Now, if we look at the tongue is not so much a tongue. It's more like a sock sewn into the shoe and attached to the outside of the shoe. Inside there, you have strips of ribbon where the laces thread through. So the lacing system's almost undetectable apart from the laces what cross over on top of your foot. The laces themselves are the same color as the monofilament stripe panel brown. Sorry, I don't know if I say that word again, but it's that type of color. Through the middle of the tongue, you have a nylon ribbon which runs up and acts as a pulley for you to put in your shoes. Now, I will talk about comfort in a minute, but I'm going to tell you from now, getting these shoes on is hard. You have to literally pull as hard as you can to slip your foot in. Now, it may be due to the sizing, again, which I'll talk about in a minute, but if you're still here, please hit the like and subscribe button and definitely hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded new videos. It really helps the channel. When we're talking about the tongue, this is a nylon type tongue. It's got a breathable kind of honeycomb inner in it, and you can see through there's like a lining outside which covers that honeycomb feeling. So again, your foot's not going to get hot in here. There's a typical kind of nylon webbing inside, but it's very cushiony, and once your foot's in, it's locked in, heels locked in, and your foot's not going to move in here. Now, the inner sole has the Adidas and Fear of God branding. It's in the same color, brown, as on the outside. It's not really thick or anything like that, cushion to add more comfort. It's just there as an inner sole, if I'm honest with you. On the heel of the shoe, you have this massive blob of what I can only describe as the same material as used on the translucent midsole around. But then you have a massive Adidas branding in white. And underneath that, you've got the iconic Fear of God strip at the back of the heel on the bottom with the words Fear of God in there. So if we talk about size, I could say you can get away with having a true to size, but it's going to be a tight fit. Not uncomfortable in the sense that you can't wear it. It's just going to feel tight. Your toe is going to feel at the end of the shoe. If you don't mind that kind of fit, I know a lot of people do, then just get true to size. I like a bit more room, so I would definitely go half a size up if I could. I don't see that you'd have to go full size up unless you just don't like the feeling of your toe touching your kick, then you'd go full size up. What I didn't find helpful is that although Adidas and Fear of God give you a size guide, it's almost like they're asking you to go away, take a tape measure and measure your foot to the inches or centimeters, whatever they provide you, and then correlate it with the universal sizing, which we know is like, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, they shouldn't do that. They should just basically say, look, if this is the standard size, 9, 10, 11, 12, if you get this size, it's going to be a bit tight. If you don't like that feeling, go half a size up. That's all they need to say. It just helps us. We don't want to go through the mathematics of it all. We just want to know, listen, this is going quick. Can I just kick my size or do I have to go half size up? Which button do I need to press now? Because I want to buy it. I want to give you my money. So that's just a little tip. It would be helpful if they helped us understand if it's true to size or not. Now, I know Adidas do this. I've seen it on their websites, on clothing and things like that, so, and I know Fear of God do it on like their essentials. They'll say it's a oversized shirt, go one size down. Just do it on the kicks as well. It really does help. I know everyone's feet are different, but just help us out. Just help us out. So my little gripe, but it's done. It's done. Like I said to you, comfort wise, putting these on is hard. It's hard because this does not give way. This heel does not give way. So you have to kind of make that room to slide your feet in here. Once it's in, like I said to you, if you go true to size, it's going to be a tight fit. You're going to feel your socks pull up and your toes get strangled a bit. So you have to wiggle your feet around to get the socks comfortable and whatever. Maybe half a size up or a size up. You won't have that problem. It might be easier to put on. But that's what I found buying my size, which is a size 12. Comfort wise, it's great. True to size, go half a size up and you should be okay. That's all I would say. Unless you like that tight fit and that you're used to it and that's how you rock your kicks, then you're good. Already spoke about the pricing. It's a good price range. Honestly, £160. I know it's still expensive. We're talking about something what you're going to put on the ground outside. But compared to today's market, this is not a bad starting price for these kicks. So in conclusion, I would definitely say it's a kick to have. If you like Fear of God, you like the athletics branding with Adidas, this is a nice second rendition of the basketball kick. The fact that they made it into a performance kick just gives it more comfort, more durability, more wearability, if you know what I mean. Without having to mash up your feet to break them in, you should be able to just get into these without any hassle. I might do a 1 month review later, But let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see, because I definitely think, just as with the basketball ones, they will release other colorways of this. So these, I think, are going to come out more and more. So it might be something it grows on you. I definitely like the design now. So if you want me to do a 1 month reviewing them in a true to size, let me know. All I can say is, if you're still here, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, definitely hit notification bell, because it just lets you know when I'm uploading new videos. And comment, let me know if you want me to do a 1 month review after wearing these. Let me know if you like these. Let me know if you're waiting for something else. Thanks for staying so long. Hope this helped you. I'm out. Patrick T. Peace.